Chapter 13, Rivers in the Desert. Behold, I will do a new thing, now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. In this 43rd chapter of Isaiah are many wonderful statements showing the irresistible power of supreme intelligence, coming to man's rescue in times of trouble. No matter how impossible the situation seems, infinite intelligence knows the way out. Working with God power, man becomes unconditioned and absolute. Let us get a realization of this hidden power that we can call upon at any moment. Make your contact with infinite intelligence, the God within, and all appearance of evil evaporates, for it comes from man's vain imaging. In my question and answer class I would be asked, how do you make a conscious contact with his invisible power? In reply, by your word. By your word you are justified. The centurion said to Jesus Christ, Speak the word, Master, and my servant shall be healed. Whosoever calleth on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. Notice the word call. You are calling on the Lord or law when you make an affirmation of truth. As I always say, take a statement which clicks. That means give you a feeling of security. People are enslaved by ideas of lack of love, lack of money, lack of companionship, lack of health, and so on. They are enslaved by the idea of interference and incompletion. They are asleep in the Adamic dream. Adam, generic man, ate of the Maya, the tree of illusion, and saw two powers, good and evil. The Christ mission was to wake people up to the truth of one power, God. Awake though thou sleepest. If you lack any good thing, you are still asleep to your good. How do you awake from the Adamic dream of the opposites, after having slept soundly in the race thought for hundreds of years? Jesus Christ said, When two of you agree, it shall be done. It is the law of agreement. It is impossible to see clearly your good for yourself. That is where the healer, practitioner, or friend is necessary. Most successful men say they have succeeded because their wives believed in them. I will quote from a current newspaper, giving Walter P. Chrysler's tribute to his wife. Nothing he once said has given me more satisfaction in life than the way my wife had faith in me from the very first, through all those years. Chrysler wrote to her, It seemed to me I could not make anyone understand that I was ambitious except Della. I could tell her, and she would nod. It seems to me I even dared to tell her, and that I intended someday to be a master mechanic. She always backed this ambition. Talk about your affairs as little as possible, and then only to the ones who will give you encouragement and inspiration. The world is full of wet blankets. People will tell you it cannot be done, that you are aiming too high. As people sit in truth meetings and services, often a word or an idea will open a way in the wilderness. Of course, the Bible is speaking of states of consciousness. You are in a wilderness or desert when you are out of harmony, when you are angry, resentful, fearful, or undecided. Indecision is the cause of much ill health, being unable to make up your mind. One day when I was in a bus, a woman stopped in and asked the conductor its destination. He told her, but she was undecided. She got halfway on and then got off, then on again. The conductor turned to her and said, Lady, make up your mind. So it is with so many people. Ladies, make up your mind. The intuitive person is never undecided. He is given his leads and hunches and goes boldly ahead, knowing he is on the magic path. In truth, we always ask for definite leads just what to do. You will always receive one if you ask it. Sometimes it comes as intuition, sometimes from the external. One of my students, named Ada, was walking down the street undecided whether to go to a certain place or not. She asked for a lead. Two women were walking in front of her. One turned to the other and said, Why don't you go, Ada? The woman's name happened to be Ada. My friend took it as a definite lead and went on to her destination, and the outcome was very successful. We really lead magic lives, guided and provided for every step if we have ears to hear and eyes that see. Of course, we have left the plane of the intellect and are drawing from the superconscious, the God within, which says, This is the way, walk ye in it. Whatever you should know will be revealed to you. Whatever you lack will be provided. Thus saith the Lord, which maketh a way in the sea and a path in the mighty rivers. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. People who live in the past have severed their contact with the wonderful now. God knows only the now. Now is the appointed time, today is a day. Many people lead lives of limitation, hoarding and saving, afraid to use what they have, which brings more lack and more limitation. I give the example of a woman who lived in a small country town. She could scarcely see to get about, and had very little money. A kind friend took her to an occultist and presented her with glasses, which enabled her to see perfectly. Some time later she met her on the street without the glasses. She exclaimed, "Where are your glasses?" The woman replied, "Well, you don't expect me to hack them out using them every day, do you? I only wear them on Sundays." You must live in the now and be wide awake to your opportunities. "Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." The message is meant for the individual. Think of your problem and know the infinite intelligence knows the way of fulfillment. I say the way, for before you called you are answered. The supply always precedes a demand. God is the giver and the gift and now creates his own amazing channels. When you have asked for the divine plan of your life to manifest, you are protected from getting the things that are not in the divine plan. You may think that all your happiness depends upon attaining one particular thing in life. Later on, you praise the Lord that you didn't get it. Sometimes you are tempted to follow the reasoning mind and argue with your intuitive leads. Suddenly the hand of destiny pushes you into your right place, and under grace, you find yourself back on the magic path again. You are now wide awake to your good. You have the ears that hear, your intuitive leads, and the eyes which see the open road of fulfillment. The genius within me is released. I now fulfill my destiny. End of chapter. End of book. This audio presentation of The Secret Door to Success by Florence Scovill Shinn has been brought to you by audioenlightenment.com and has been recorded for the exclusive use of Audio Enlightenment members only. If you've received this audio from any website other than our own, please visit our website and let us know at your convenience.